is Roy Sharplin. I've been in the biomedical industry since 1988. Currently, I'm the chair of the Biomedical Engineering Technology program at NAIT. I've been an instructor in this program for 27 years. I worked at the Royal Alex Hospital in the adult intensive care unit. I was responsible for the maintenance of their dialysis machines, all their physiologic monitors.
My name is Serge Belli. I graduated from the NAIT biomedical program in 1990. I spent my first 5 years working for GE Healthcare, field service work. I used to support Northern Alberta and from Red Deer North out of Edmonton, and I used to service the diagnostic imaging equipment. And then in 1995, I moved and started my career at the Royal Alex Hospital and continued there for 5 years until 2000, where I took on a position at NAIT in the Biomedical Engineering Technology program, and ever since then I'm still to this day currently teaching biomedical students.
Well, my name is Matthew Tracy. I've been a biomedical technologist for many years. I graduated from NAIT in 1992, and I started working at the Royal Alex Hospital. And I worked at the Royal Alex Hospital for 13 years. And then I went to medical imaging consultants for 3 years as a technologist as well. And then in 2008, I came to NAIT to teach in the biomedical program. And for 10 years, I taught in the biomedical program at NAIT. And then for the past 6.5 years, I've been the academic chair for the Electronics Engineering Technology program. Well, for me as a biomedical technologist, my typical day, I started with rounds. I started by going from looking at all the areas of my responsibility, and I had checked in with the unit clerks and had a quick chat, see if there's anything immediate for equipment service or anything that was up and coming as far as PMs that needed to be done. I gave them a heads up as well if I needed equipment.
Well, typical day, depending whether I was working for GE. So GE, my days, I would have planned maintenance. It could be a trip out of town. I used to, my planned trips might start on a Monday, and then I would plan around the communities. There are weeks when I would be out of town all week and return on Friday. There was also the demand service. So if there were emergency calls, sometimes I would, those would present themselves at the time. So I always had to be ready to help those customers. And then when I came to the Royal Alex, the traveling wasn't a big necessity. And by the time I finished my career at the Royal Alex, Edmonton had regionalized. So I was responsible for supporting the Sturgeon Hospital. I would do calls to the CAMSL, Charles CAMSL, the U of A, the Royal Alex.
What do you enjoy most about being a biomed?
Probably the best part is interacting with the people and just getting to know staff. That was probably the saddest part, the hardest part for me when I left the Royal Alex Hospital, and even when I left MIC and came to NAIT and to teach. That was probably the hardest part for me, the biggest challenge.
I like that I'm working with clinicians and doctors in a situation where they have problems they can't solve for themselves and would be very frustrated if they didn't have help, and I get to be that person that helps them. I liked the complexity of all the things we did. It wasn't just a matter of doing preventative maintenance and repair, it was also figuring out how people worked, dealing with human factors issues. And I like the fact that we work in a really respectful and accepting environment.
Well, there's two parts. One is helping the customers, whether it's the X-ray techs, the CT techs, the managers of the departments, and when they call on you, they're counting on you to solve their problems. And they appreciate that. They respect you, they treat you like a professional, and they're very grateful. And when you solve their problems and they can go about doing their work. So there's the satisfaction of being the person to solve their problems. And then the second exciting part is working with technology. There's no better feeling than the thrill of doing a lot of work, having to, problem solve, think critically, draw from all your experiences, resources, have to rely on others for support, and then you solve a problem that is complex in nature, and you're the one that has put in the solution and solved that technical problem. So there's a challenge of being faced with a technical problem and problem solving. So that in itself is exciting and very rewarding too.
In your own words, how would you describe what a biomedical engineering technologist is?
Someone who is there to serve and solve problems. And those problems aren't always technical. They could be the application of technology. They could be how to manage the delivery of support, service, and that. Biomed is curious. They have to continue to learn. When you graduate from a program, you've been exposed and learned a very small percentage of the technology out there, but becoming a biomed prepares you to continue to learn, and that. So biomed has to continuously teach themselves.
A biomedical engineering technologist is a person with specialized training in electronics, in systems and networking, and medical device applications. And then they use that specialized training and knowledge to maintain medical equipment and to support the clinical staff who use that medical equipment to ensure that the equipment works well for the medical staff and achieves the clinical goals. An awesome career, and I think